Hi there, my name is Paul Zajac.
And I'm James Bryant.
Welcome to D&DSPN. This is a channel where we smash together Dungeons & Dragons and sports commentary.
Kind of.
Okay, so in today's episode, we're going to be taking another look at our level 8 battle. The setup is, at the beginning of the battle, two big monsters are already on scene, and then something else happens. Let's look at it. There are other people here coming, though. Siobhan goes, "Say hello to my little friends." And you see, literally, some little friends are popping up. Halflings scattered around the map. So they're conveniently named Mr. Red, Mr. Yellow, Mr. Orange, Mr. Blue, Mr. Violet. Mr. Red says, "It's on, like Aragon." And he is going to he's going to start firing arrows at Littlefoot. Okay, so a couple of things to talk about here. Number one, like, why are the halflings friends with giants, which you had brought up? And that's a good question. I think my thought about it after the fact was, okay, we've got like two big monsters already, and now I'm pulling out 5 other things. There are 5 more things to run, and they take a little bit of time. Is that fun in the end, or should I have done it some other way? I don't know. James, what are your thoughts?
So, I mean, it depends. And again, this is a different setting than like a campaign setting where all of those things would be interesting questions to explore in a campaign. Like, why are these halflings here? Are they here willingly? Are they not here willingly? Is the cloud giant bullying them to do stuff?
I think they're friends. My gut is that like they respect the different perspectives, but that's
they got friends in high places.
Yeah, right. And the other ones they're equally amazed at like, wow, what's it like up there? What's it like down there? That's my gut.
Okay, fair enough. And and again, with minions, it's a different setting in boss battles than it would be in a campaign. Like in a campaign, you would have a little bit more time to be like, maybe start off with the minions. So the people are up on a cliff top, and there's these creatures that are definitely not a threat that are doing stuff. Maybe I think as Star Wars, I don't know if I can mention Star Wars online, but the little yubs, and where it's like they might not be out hunting, and they throw nets on the party, and the party's like
Jawas, right?
Yeah.
I like that idea of like having the halflings come out first, right? And then they're like, maybe they do some damage, and the party's like, oh man, these guys. And then the big thing comes out. I think the reason the reason I put them in there was, one, to have some other distraction, so the party just doesn't focus its fire on one thing and the monster in the battle immediately. But maybe I had to worry about that less, since there were 2 big monsters, the primeval owlbear and the cloud giant, to begin with. And then the second reason I put them in there is to have something at range. Like they can't just only stay in one spot. But I think it's a good suggestion. Bring them out in waves, and that way, like each time there's something new going on, or maybe from one round to the next, there's something new going on. So it's like you unwrap one present, then you get the next one, instead of them all being in one big ball, and you're like, I'm done now.
Right. Well, and also you could do fun things like the party quickly realizes that the halflings aren't a threat just by themselves. Maybe they start beating up on them, and then from the clouds comes a big bad where it's like, oh, right, hey, you're hurting my little friends. And then they start focusing on that. And then the halflings, maybe they're like, oh, wait, you can't attack our big friend. And then they do something different. Like, and I mean, halflings have some abilities, but something like a kobold scale sorcerer that has fog cloud or something like that, where they could cast a bunch of different fog clouds in the sky that the cloud giant could misty step into. And so there's a bunch of them up there. You had like 5 of these halflings. So if you had 5 of these kobold sorcerers or something similar to that can cast fog cloud, all of a sudden that creates a bunch of cover for the cloud giant.
Yeah.
And so it's not doing any damage to the party, but the party doesn't want a cloud giant to be able to step out, fire a bunch of blasts, and then go into cover, so they don't know where to hit it. So they have to focus on these guys.
Right. And another good idea to make, have them some other element other than just the attack. I guess it's as always, a balance between, complexity and being able to run it and keep things moving versus not making it boring. You got to, you don't want to make it boring either way. Anyway, I think that's it. There's a lot to think about there. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch the full battle, you can find it down in the show notes on our second channel, D&DSPN 2, The Deuce. And you can take a look at the characters in the link down below as well. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
See you.